afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV. So I got a pretty rare pre-owned motorhome we're going to review today. And guys, this is not going to be a full video review. It's Saturday. It's just been a pouring rain Saturday. I'm just going to do, it's not really going to be a mini video or preview video. This unit is for sale right now, but we'll come back and look at this thing in a week or so if it doesn't sell in the meantime, and I'll do a full video review with it's just been washed. I'm not going to drive it today and all that stuff. I'm just going to film it where it's at, show you what it looks like, and maybe in a week or two, if it hasn't sold, we'll do a full video review with drone footage and all that. Just can't really drive it today. But it is a 2015 Thor Outlaw 35 SG Super C, diesel powered Super C, built on a Ford F550 truck chassis. So this is a 2-ton truck chassis, heavy duty as they come, guys. Got 6.7 Powerstroke diesel, 300 horsepower, 660 pound-feet of torque, 10,000 pound tow capacity, 36 feet long. It's got a huge slide out, and it is a toy hauler, rear garage bay, 36 feet long, 41,000 miles, and it does have the 6 kW diesel generator. A lot of these came factory with a propane generator. You had to pay extra when you bought it new for the diesel generator, that is. And you can see, guys, considering the year model, it looks really good. Does have a power patio awning. It does have a rear patio awning for the garage bay. Does have a class 4 hitch, so it can actually tow 10,000 pounds. The motorhome and the hitch is rated for it, unlike a lot of RVs that the RV manufacturers will say it can tow a certain amount of weight, but that's the hitch rating, not what the motorhome's rated to tow. You have to be really careful about that. Ramp door does have the back porch kit, so it makes a great place for pets or for kids to run around, get some fresh air. Does have jacks. Slide topper on the slide out. And I've got it for $99.9, guys, and I know that may seem like a lot of money, but when you look at them online and you look at the NADA, way back of book value. I mean, just adjusting for the mileage, 13, 14 grand back of NADA average retail with no added options. Like I said, it's got the upgrade 6 kW Onan diesel generator running right now. Low miles at only 41,000 miles. Got some kind of meaty all-terrain tires on it. 550 chassis. This is about as heavy duty as they get, guys, without getting into like a Freightliner or something like that. And good luck getting service on that. Got the backup camera system, outside TV, speakers. Pretty nice. Let's look inside. Again, guys, this is going to be like a quick walkthrough video. I'm not going to get into huge detail about it, besides just walking through it. Now, I did have, this is a Thor after all. Had the peeling furniture issue, the flaky furniture problem. So I had all that recovered for you. So all the furniture's been recovered. Matching color, so you don't have to worry about that. It's a lot heavier, thicker material than what was on at factory. Of course, the front seats were fine. These are more like the factory Ford front seats. Touchscreen stereo, 41,000 miles, no check engine lights. Dash air, all that stuff's great. It's got a built-in inverter. 1,000 watt, I believe, for running your TV and things like that going down the road. Full-size bed in the cab over, TV. Now, I've spent about $2,000 on this thing getting the reupholstery work done because I had to have the sofas in the back recovered. A lot heavier, thicker material than what was on it from the factory, so you never have to worry about it peeling again. This is the material Thor should have put on it when they built it the first time around. That's okay, guys, we got you covered. Unlike other dealerships, guys, we're not afraid to spend a little money on these things to make it nice for our customers. We didn't just throw a cheap cover on these things or put house furniture in it to cover it up. We kept it all factory. and had the same colors and everything done on it, recovered in just a lot thicker, better material. Nice hardwood cabinets, got solid surface countertops. I mean, this unit was $170,000 new, and that's in 2015 prices. You know, our new RVs have gone up quite a bit since 2015. This motorhome now in 2023 prices would be probably another $75,000, $80,000 because of inflation and material costs and everything else that skyrocketed. You've got two 13,500 BTU roof airs, 50 amp electrical service, fantastic vent fan in here if you are boondocking, all LED lights. Like I said, it does have the inverter. It does have the leveling jack system. No smoke or pet odors. Stepping through here. No, the motorhome's in great shape. I mean, it's not new. It is a 15 model. But for a 15, it's in great shape. I mean, don't expect it to be as nice as the 2023 model, but it's half price or less than half price of a 2023. So you've got to take all that in consideration. Walk through bathroom, RV toilet, shower, skylight, tall ceiling, 7-foot tall ceiling. It's actually a little taller than that once you get into the garage bay. I think it's 7.5 because you've got to step down. So remember that step down. Lots of tie downs. This is a 10 by 8-foot garage bay, and you can get to it from the hallway or the bathroom. Left you some stickers right there. So all this shuts off. So if you're carrying any kind of toys with motors in it, you don't have to smell any fumes. I'm not exactly level right there, so that door's a little harder to shut. Now I've got these set up in the storage position to maximize storage space. You can fold these down, fold one down. Back porch kit on the back door. This thing I don't think was used much as a toy hauler. Most of you would be surprised, but very few people buy crossovers anymore, what they call toy haulers now. That's why they changed the names of them, because to haul toys. People buy these for the versatility because you can use them for multiple purposes. It's like the Swiss Army knives of RVs. This is not one set floor plan. This could be a rear lounge. It can be a rear bedroom because both these sofas makes 2 beds. You can make this an office, a hobby room, a storage, if you're full timing. This can make, you've got your own built-in 10 by 8 storage building you can carry with you instead of having to rent it. TV. Open that back door on a pretty day. Not today, of course, but on a pretty day, let some fresh air in, have you some nice chairs out there, have your own patio built in. Like I said, you got the guard rails on the side for kids or animals or whatever you want to use it for. Put your grill out there if you didn't want to set it up here on the side. I mean, like I said, it's just a multiple purposes, and of course that's a ramp door as well. So you can use this for multiple purposes. So that's one thing I always like to point out about a toy hauler. You're not obligated to one set floor plan. Now the downside to this, of course, you don't have your only stationary bed is going to be your cab over bed. But this is a more of a specialty item. It's for those that need to haul toys or that want the versatility of this 10 by 8 open garage bay to do what you want to with this. And it's a blank slate. And or somebody that wants to tow a lot of weight, because this is the only toy hauler you're going to get, only Class C you're going to get that can tow 10,000 pounds. And by the way, this hallway, you've got a big closet right here. So this is something that you can tow a lot with, you can haul a lot with. You're going to love the power and the torque of that Powerstroke diesel versus your standard V10 gas, which is not a bad motor, by the way, but you're talking over 200 more pound-feet of torque, which is going to make a big difference climbing hills and things like that. 3 times the engine life. 6-speed torque shift transmission. So a huge difference between the way it drives and handles, and this is a lot heavier chassis too. It's a F550 chassis versus a 450 on a regular Class C and E 450 chassis, which is a commercial van chassis. This is a heavy duty truck chassis. It's not four-wheel drive. You know, honestly, guys, and I know four-wheel drive's nice, but I don't think you're going to take a motorhome like this into the mud or anything like that. I mean, you got the all-terrain tires, so you can go through places that a lot of motorhomes can't. But at the end of the day, you're not going to take a 36-foot RV off-road into anything major. I mean, gravel roads, yeah, you're fine. But, you know, you're not going to take this thing up down a dry creek bed, up a, you know, a 90-degree incline or anything like that. I mean, come on. It's a motorhome. So why spend extra for all that extra equipment, extra maintenance and all that? But I mean, hey, if you need it, of course, I know four-wheel drive's one of those things. If you need it, you're glad you got it. But you know, I've been driving long enough. I tend to try to avoid places where I need four-wheel drive. Of course, I know sometimes you can't help it, but you know, it's kind of one of those things. It's just a matter of opinion, I guess. I've been RVing for over 25 years, and yeah, I've been in a situation once or twice where it was questionable whether I needed a four-wheel drive, but when I first started out, but now I kind of just know beforehand and stay away from those situations after I gain a little experience. But again, that's a question of opinion. This unit's $99.9 while it lasts, and like I said, if it's still here in a couple weeks or whatever, I will do a full review on a prettier day when it's not on Saturday and I'll test drive it and do the drone footage and all that. Includes our major systems inspection and detail about all the systems that we inspect or below in the video description. Or if you go to our website, parkwayrbcenter.com, if you're watching it on there, all the details will be on in the ad description below of all the systems that we guarantee to work. It's a major systems inspection, and anything that's not on that list is sold as is. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I highly recommend you take the following steps, and please listen closely, guys. You know, as with any RV you buy, you need to come look at it in person first. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to do, and I know not everybody's work schedule, travel schedule, logistics work out to where you can do that, and I appreciate the people that buy RVs from us sight unseen. I appreciate the trust you put into us. But guys, I highly recommend you look at RVs first. I mean, that any vehicle you buy, new or used, you need to do that. And not only to check out the condition for yourself to see if it meets your personal standards, because everybody has different standards about what kind of condition an RV should be in to be nice enough for themselves and their family to use and own. But to see if it even suits your needs. Because guys, pictures can help. Videos help even more, I know that, but nothing beats actually standing in the RV, sitting on the couch like I'm doing, or sitting in the driver's seat, test driving it, getting a size comparison. I mean, seeing if you're comfortable laying in the cab over bed, getting in and out of it, sitting at the table, you know, sitting on the toilet with your pants on, please, standing up in the shower, just picturing your stuff in here. I mean, yeah, you can kind of, and you can look at measurements and links and dimensions all day long, and factory sales brochures, and that information certainly does help. But nothing will give you the perspective of actually being in it in person. Yeah, you can do 3D videos and FaceTime chats and 360 shots and all that stuff. And yeah, again, that stuff does help, but nothing will be in-person perception. Because then you can picture yourself in here and whoever goes with you and your stuff in here, and picture that in your mind and see if it's going to fit your needs or not. Because no matter how low a price an RV is or how nice it is, if it's not the right one for you, that's not going to work, it's not going to work. I mean, it's like, you know, like I've always been told, and it's not a sales pitch. There's no such thing as the right deal on the wrong RV. If it's not the right RV for you, that it doesn't matter if it's a good deal or a bad deal, or you know, because it's not the right RV for you. No sense going any further. I mean, you know, no sense in buying something that's not right for you. So that's why you need to come look at it in person. And if you're experienced with RVs, you know, we can crank the generator up, we can hook it to shore power, let you do your own inspection. If you're not experienced with RVs, or you just want the second opinion, I highly recommend any new or used RV you buy, you get a third-party RV inspector to look at it. Yes, guys, it will cost you a few $100s, maybe a little more than that. But, yes, guys, I'm a dealer recommending you get a RV inspection done. And that's not just here, but that's anywhere you go, dealer, individual, used, or even brand spanking new. I think anybody's crazy for a retail buyer is absolutely crazy for not buying an RV without an inspection, because it's an unbiased opinion about the RV and the condition that it's in. Now, they're not going to tell you buy it or not buy it. A professional RV inspector won't do that. They'll make a list of everything that works and doesn't work on it, and you can draw your own opinion from that information. And they're not going to be there for the benefit. They're not going to favor the seller. They're not going to favor the buyer. They're just going to give you an unbiased, independent inspection. And they, a good inspector will spend all day on a single unit, checking it from all angles. Now, the only thing we repair, if needed, are the items that's covered on our major systems inspection. It's in the video description below. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to stretch this video out. But you can read all that if you're an interested party, or you can call or go to our website or call, and we can send you over a detailed list or a contract if you want to buy it that we have you sign, so that everybody, buyer and seller, knows their individual responsibilities as a buyer or a seller and what to expect from each other, and what we inspect in writing, so that there's no misinterpretation of anything, because nobody guarantees everything to work. Not even on a brand new one, guys. New warranties don't cover everything. Contrary to what the dealer tells you, they're not going to cover everything. Trust me on that. They're going to worm their way out of it. But what I'm getting at, guys, is we keep things easy, simple, and done. This is what we cover. This is the price we charge. This is how we keep our prices down so low. Look online at what these things are bringing on RV Trader. Look on NADA. Do a market comparison on RV Trader. That's the best way to do it. That's the #1 site for RV advertising for sale by owners and dealers both. And what's a good thing about RV Trader is they got an RV price checker tool that I use multiple times a day to compare our prices, make sure we got the lowest ones out there. So, and I think everybody on the market should be using that tool. And with RV Trader, they don't have a bunch of 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old ads floating around that people forgot to mark sold, or didn't go through the trouble, or they forgot to log in, or whatever. If you don't renew an ad on RV Trader after 60 or 90 days, depending on which package you signed up for or paid for when you listed your RV for sale, it disappears. That's what I like about them. Everything's current, or within 60 to 90 days of current. If you don't pay to renew it, it disappears automatically. So, RV Trader, great source. 200,000+ current RVs for sale. But anyway, so use that for your market price comparison, and compare it to this. Come look at this unit, get it inspected. Take my advice, guys. I know it's a little bit of homework, but it's working smarter, not harder, to know what kind of value something is. If you've got one for sale, that's the best way to figure out if it's a good deal. And do what we do, guys. You want to sell something, you price it when you get on RV Trader. You make sure yours is the lowest priced one on there, or one of the lowest priced ones for the year, make, model, miles, and condition. Like I said, we spend a lot of money getting everything recovered on it. We do the major systems inspection, which makes sure all the major systems work. They can ruin your trip if it doesn't. Works. It's not going to cover Mickey Mouse stuff. We leave that for the future buyer. Like if a light doesn't work, or a drawer's off track, or a TV or a stereo doesn't work, guys, that's not going to ruin your trip. A slide out not working, or a generator not working, will ruin your trip. Or a refrigerator not working. That's things that we cover and more on our major systems inspection. So like I said, in the video description below, on the website, or call us or email us, and we can send you over a detailed list. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Smash me a thumbs up, and stay tuned. Maybe in a couple weeks I'll do a full review, but don't count on it, because this thing will probably sell before then. I took pictures of it. It's going on a website, going on all the RV Trader and all the other popular RV websites that we advertise on, this thing will probably not be around for long for under 100 grand. And we have no fees, no upsells besides applicable sales tax. Thanks again for watching. Feel free to comment below, smash me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this shorter video concept, and I will be back to full video review soon. Today's a rainy day. I may try to do one more motorhome like this, and then Monday, if the weather clears up, I will go back to full video reviews with test drives, drone footage, and all that. Thanks again for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.